speaking pretty good. Our next two guests are outstanding at hosting football and assisting with cheerleading events, and that's Horace West, the director of Mid-Florida Youth Conference, and James Hogan, the president of the conference. Gentlemen, welcome to Sports Central.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
For having us.
That's not from the Tyson Jake Paul fight, is it? Is that okay? No. But you got your own belts there.
Right.
So tell us about the Mid-Florida conference. We know, certainly you guys have been creating or bringing events into Polk County for a long time, but you got an exciting event that's getting ready to come up, Mr. Hogan, so tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. This coming weekend, actually, we have our championship weekend, which is going to consist of our cheerleading competition and also our football Super Bowl. It's going to be held here in Winter Haven. The football event will be at Denison Stadium, and the cheerleading event will be at Polk State College.
Well, great. And Horace, when they told me you were going to be on the show, I said, have we confirmed that? Because I know how busy you are. Not that you would no-show us, but you have so many irons in the fire. Former city commissioner, Haines City, and you've really been so instrumental up there on the Ridge in the development of youth football. So what have you been up to recently? And I asked that knowing the answer because I know you got an international event that's coming back for the second year. But what have you been up to, Horace?
Besides being his gopher and doing all the things that you don't see out front, I've been working diligently to bring an international event to Polk County for football. We have had last year was our first year having the North American Championship, and we did a test run with the United States and Canada. And this year we're bringing in Mexico. They confirmed yesterday, and we're going to be bringing in Puerto Rico. And Michael Vick from CBS Football is going to be our opening speaker at our main event, which is our grand opening event, which will be held at 10 o'clock on February the 20th, I believe, at Haines City at Balmoral.
Wow.
Just a lot going on.
Bringing a lot of
people. So you see why I questioned whether he was actually going to be here. He's putting on an international event.
Well, he could have been with Michael Vick or with us.
Well I mean,
so
CBS, Sports Central, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I know when it comes to cheerleading that has really picked up for you guys. So tell us a little bit about how intense. I don't think a lot of folks realize how intense those cheerleading competitions can get.
Oh, absolutely. We in our conference we have about 29 different organizations that are in probably about 13 to 14 different counties, and they're all going to converge here in Winter Haven here this Saturday. Age groups will be from all the way up from 4-year-olds to 15-year-olds. And one thing about the ladies, they are extremely competitive, and most of our groups, even though they're out cheering for football on Saturdays, they also participate in a lot of other cheerleading events throughout the year to maintain their I'll say expertise. Very, very, very good coaching, very good parents. Just a great opportunity.
I think it's a great point because the sport of cheerleading started with cheering on Friday nights and things like that. But you look at Polk County, aside from the conference you have, we host the state cheerleading championships at RP Funding Center, but you have a number of high school teams in Polk County that have won multiple state titles in cheer. I think Lakeland's won 5 in a row or something like that. Of course, we know Bartow has been highly successful over the years, and Auburndale. So it's almost a feeder program, what you guys are establishing into the next level, because it's one thing to compete or to cheer on the team Friday night, but then it's a whole nother level when they get to competition.
Absolutely. We're going to have teams from as far away as Cocoa, St. Petersburg, Tampa, Clearwater, and of course our local organizations, youth football organizations, are also competing because they are part of our conference. But it's going to be a very, very competitive. And we have so many different levels. We want to make sure that even though one squad may have 15 or 20 cheerleaders, but there's other squads that may only have 5. So we actually tier the competition to ensure that everybody is rewarded for their competition.
How do you pull back the curtain a little bit? How do both of you manage? Because it's hard enough to manage a conference that is within a community or a town. Now you're talking about multiple counties across the state. How do you guys manage all that? I see you laughing, so maybe you don't want to tell me that.
Okay.
But it's got to be a lot of human resources going into keeping all that straight.
We have a board that consists of approximately 22 people, and they're from all over the state. There's just not Polk County is where our organization is headquarters, but we are a state organization, and so we have a president. He is the board chairman. Then we have a district, an executive VP of football and an executive VP of cheer. They handle those departments, and underneath them, they may have 11 or 12 individuals that work with them. So you could get overwhelmed with this, especially those folks that are still in the working arena. But I was just telling them on the way over here, we've already got another 10 organizations that have expressed an interest from all over the state that would like to come in. So it's just going to continue to get bigger. So it's a job that one person can't do.
Absolutely.
And we have PR folks, we have business managers, we just got a lot of people, a lot of good people, a lot of professional people that help manage this thing, because it's just impossible to build it by yourself. Can't even build a house by yourself. You need plumbers and electricians.
Sure.
So we do all that together, and we do a wonderful job of it.
With the international competition, how did you lean into that?
Well, I got contacted by some folks from Canada. They had tried to do this out in San Antonio and before that Las Vegas, and it was a fail. So somehow they got my name as the guy that runs the state championship, which we're having Thanksgiving weekend. And they contacted me and said, "Oh, we heard that you run really good tournaments." We had a meeting with them, showed them everything we were going to do for them. They came down. They went back, waving the flag. This was the best thing we've ever been to. They got a hold of Frankfurt, Germany, someone in the UK. So our goal is to eventually jump over the pond, and we're going to make it a true international event within the next 4 years. But what's the old saying? The customers went back and told everyone.
Okay.
So that's how I spread
Excellent.
it.
And I think that's an important point that you just made there, because Visit Central Florida Sports will go out and recruit events to occur in Polk County, but not all of those events are from outward recruitment in. It is working with local individuals like yourself. And of course, our next guest, Coach McGriff from Bartow High School, runs an event that brings in teams from across the state. So sometimes it's creating something locally that's going to bring that impact, bring those teams in for overnight stays and put heads in beds, and it creates jobs and all the things we know on the economic impact. So I think that's an important part. To that point, though, how can either communities get involved or get more information, or is the general public able to come out and attend the championships, whether it's the state championships or the international championships?
You want it, or you want me to handle it? It's an open event that anyone can come to. We're always seeking board members, coaches, all the organizations, because it's a volunteer thing. So sometimes it's hard to get people to come out, but we would love for the general population of Polk County to come and see what we're offering, because it is a truly North American championship this year. We've just got a lot of things we decorate. We do a lot of things that nobody has done in football before, because you have a lot of national championships, but nobody has an international championship. That's what we're going to bring to Polk County. And in the years to come, you're going to see this thing keeps exploding and exploding to the point where we're hoping, from working with USA Football, that we're going to get this on ESPN within the next 4 years.
Well, we've got about a minute left. So give us the state championship dates and location, then give us the international event. So, Mr. Hogan?
Well, I'll let him handle this. Both of those are his babies there.
The state championship is next week.
Yep.
It would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have Myers Wiley Field in Haines City, Belmoro in Haines City. We have Denison Stadium and Lake Malt Sports Complex in Winter Haven.
So the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right after Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then the
international one starts on the 20th, which is a Thursday, I believe. We do our registration. Friday, we have a big barbecue with about 4,000 or 5,000 people, as he knows, because he worked it last year. And then that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, we play games, and it fields all over Polk County. It'd take me probably too long to name them all, but we have about 8 or 9 fields that we're going to be using. We've had to expand it out.
All right. Well, Horace and James, thank you, gentlemen, both for what you're doing, not only for the youth of Polk County and the state, but what you're doing to create economic impact for Polk County, because as we know, it creates jobs, it circulates money. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.